Down to Napa. Gotta walk, it's about a mile or so, to get some transmission fluid for my truck. It's got a transmission leak somewhere. I gotta find it, seal it up. It's probably in one of the hoses. That's where I think it's coming out of. It's where it's dripping. So I'm hoping that that's all that it is, and it's not like a crack in my transmission or something. So I gotta go get some transmission fluid, tighten up the hoses and all that, and hopefully. Oh my God, it's so hot. It's like 80 degrees outside, and I was walking with this long sleeve shirt on all the way through the town, and there was like no shade. And yeah, I'm gonna be wishing that it was 80 degrees though this summer. Okay, so just got back from Napa. I got about 2 quarts. He said you should only need 1, just to top it off and all that. So I'm gonna leave this one, probably put that one in the back of the truck or something. It's a Dodge Dakota 3.9 liter, so automatic, so it's gonna be ATF +4, I guess. And it says it needs Mopar, but they didn't have Mopar. Besides that, it'd probably be like $11 per quart. So what we're gonna do is start it up, and you need it in either park or neutral in order to get a proper reading for the transmission. So it's in park, of course. I'm gonna turn this down. Okay. So it's in neutral. Set that there. Transmission fluid's up here. Set this down. So you see the minimum and the maximum. I don't know if you can read that, but that, get all the oil off, wipe it off, stick it back in there. Okay. Pull it back out. Alright, yeah, I'm pretty low. You can see it's down right about there. It should be up to here, so you can tell that I'm pretty low. That back in there, and then the transmission fluid goes where does it go? That's the engine oil. Just a second, let me turn this off. Okay, this is kind of embarrassing, but I looked up on YouTube how to put the transmission fluid back in, or put transmission fluid in the engine, and I couldn't find anything, so I called up my local car person, dude, whatever, and he told me that it actually goes in where the dipstick goes. So I'm gonna put a big old funnel in there and then pour it right in. So I'm gonna put this in a place where you'll be able to see it. It's not wanting to work. There. Okay. And then just pour in about half as much so that it doesn't overflow. It's red. Let's see where we at. A little bit more. Just let that settle in. I don't know if I should like turn it on while I'm doing this or what. I'm not sure. I'll put a little bit more in there. There goes an ambulance. Okay, I'm gonna check and make sure, see if I gotta turn it on or not. I'll call up Napa and ask them. Okay, I just called him up, and he said it would be a good idea to start it up, and while I'm putting the stuff in there. So. Probably not a good idea to have that there. Put it there for now. And put the rest of this in there. There's that. The phone's ringing. Gotta go get oil, gotta answer the phone, gotta do this, gotta do that, gotta call these people. Okay, got it all finished. Get that in there. I'll set this right here for now. There. And where'd my dipstick go? There it is. Make sure that this is all cleaned off. Some spider webs on there. Alright. Should really have another person holding the camera. Alright, put that down in there. Alright, sweet. So we're up there now. We're about where it should be. So I'm gonna let that soak down in there for a little bit. I'm gonna take it for a short drive, just get it inside the transmission so that I'm sure that I've got enough. Putting things in random places. Okay. See you on the road. We are driving now. Just a little bit. We'll go up to the airport, turn around. Saw the ambulance go up here, so I don't want to be up there for too long. Just getting that oil in the transmission a little bit. I'll put it in reverse and see if it still moves. Usually does that. Well, it's not moving so far. That's a good thing. Alright. Turn around. Got Mercy Air Flights over there. And then up in the mountain you can see some smoke. That's where my brother-in-law is. I'm gonna get out of here before I get in trouble. You never know who's going to be coming up and down here, like me going down or up. I can never make this turn with my truck. Any other car can do it. I have this huge turning radius. It sucks. Okay, now let's see where we're at. Sweet, looking good. We're down to the minimum though. So I'm going to put some more in there. This, and we're gonna need this out of the bag, of course. I'm opening it. Throw that down. Some of this in there. A little bit more. Okay, so a little bit more. So that should get me about where I want it to be. I'm gonna put this back on here, put that in the back of my truck so that when I need some more, it will be there. And that's pretty much it. I'm gonna check and see where that leak is coming from, and then hopefully be able to fix that. Stay. Alright, so that is how to put transmission in the Dodge Dakota and check the transmission level. Alright, this is your instructional video for today. Crap! I just realized that the red fluid that's leaking is my power steering. Nonetheless, my transmission fluid needed more, but still, I traced all the lines and I couldn't figure out how the transmission was leaking, if it was coming out of these hoses, and the transmission fluid's over there and the hoses are over here. So I traced them up to this thing, and they're both red supposedly. I mean they're both red, but I don't know if they're both supposed to be red. Smelt the both of them, and they have a different tinge, smell, whatever to them, and this is whatever's dripping is my power steering, which would explain why it's kind of hard to steer. Alright, so that's my dilemma. I gotta go find some power steering fluid and put that in there.